Star Wars 5-Minute Stories Strike Back. The ninth story in the collection, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Mission to Maz. Rey was an orphan who lived on the desert planet Jakku. She had found the little droid BB-8 when he was separated from his master, Resistance pilot Poe Dameron. The two had become good friends. BB-8 had even shown Rey the map to Luke Skywalker that he was carrying for the Resistance. The First Order wanted the map too, and had tried to capture BB-8, but Rey had fought off the First Order stormtroopers and promised BB-8 that she would help him get back to the Resistance. Now Rey, BB-8, and their new friends, Finn, Han Solo, and Chewbacca, were zooming across the galaxy in the Millennium Falcon to visit Han's friend Maz, who lived in a giant castle on the lush planet Takodana. They hoped that the alien could help them get BB-8 back to the Resistance base. Maz greeted Han and his friends with a smile and served them a big meal. When she heard they were protecting a map to Luke Skywalker, she urged them to keep fighting against the dark side, but Finn shook his head. There is no fight against the First Order, not one we can win. Finn knew the First Order was looking for them, and he wanted to run. When Maz pointed to two pirates who would take him to the Outer Rim, Finn decided to leave. Rey jumped to her feet. "Don't go," she begged her friend. Finn asked her to leave with him, but Rey said no. She had promised to help BB-8 get back to the Resistance, and she wouldn't go back on her word. As Finn left Maz's castle, Rey felt something pull her toward a stone stairway. Rey followed the stairs to a long corridor and into a dark room. She lifted the lid of a wooden box and saw a strange object. It was a lightsaber. But when Rey touched the weapon, painful images suddenly filled her mind. Some were memories from her lonely past, but some were of people and places she had never seen before. Rey dropped the lightsaber and stepped back. She was afraid. Maz appeared and rushed to Rey's side. "That lightsaber was Luke's," Maz said, "and his father's before him, and now it calls to you." Maz explained that the Force moved through and surrounded every living thing. She told Rey to take the lightsaber with her, but Rey was scared. She shook her head. "I don't want any part of this," Rey said. She turned and ran out of the castle and deep into the forest. But Finn had been right. There was an enemy spy at Maz's castle. She had alerted the First Order, and the castle was under attack. Blasts filled the sky as large black TIE fighters swarmed overhead. Finn saw the chaos and ran back to help his friends. When he realized Rey was missing, he knew he needed to find her. Maz handed him Luke's lightsaber. "Take it," Maz urged. "Find your friend." Finn nodded. He, Han, and Chewie raced from the castle to find Rey, but stormtroopers blocked their path. Finn had never used a lightsaber before, but he had been trained to fight when he was a stormtrooper. Finn swung the lightsaber, battling his way across the rubble. Rey skidded to a stop in the forest when a creature in a black cape and a heavy mask marched out of the trees. It was the man from one of her visions, Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren was a dark warrior for the First Order. He'd come to Takodana to steal BB-8's map. He knew that a girl had helped the droid escape, and he wanted Rey to tell him where he could find BB-8. Kylo's lightsaber jolted to life. life. The weapon's red glow lit Rey's face as Kylo Ren used the Force to keep her from running away. "The droid, where is it?" he asked. Rey refused to give up her friend's location, but Kylo Ren sensed that she had seen the map. He carried her back to his ship so he could ask her more questions. He was determined to find Luke Skywalker. Just then, X-Wings swooped in overhead, and the stormtroopers scattered. Another spy in Maz's castle had alerted the Resistance. Poe Dameron and the Resistance pilots had come to the rescue, and they wasted no time fighting off the First Order from the sky. But it was too late. Kylo Ren marched up the ramp to his ship with Rey in his arms. The black shuttle lifted off and shot through the sky, carrying Kylo and Rey all the way to the First Order headquarters, Star Killer Base. As Kylo Ren's troops left Takodana, a new Resistance ship landed near the lake. General Leia Organa walked off the transport and reunited with her old friends Han and Chewbacca. But Leia's heart sank as she looked at the crumbled castle. She had spent her life fighting the dark side, and she was determined to protect her people from the First Order. She hoped using BB-8's map to find Luke Skywalker would help bring peace to the galaxy. General Organa took Han, Chewie, Finn, and BB-8 back to her base. BB-8 and the map were safe, and the Resistance had a new mission, to save the galaxy by destroying Starkiller Base. But first, they had to save Rey from Kylo Ren. Rey had been a brave friend. She had helped return BB-8 to the Resistance. Now the Resistance would help her.